Hey everybody, good morning. Now, I'm hoping that my greetings are finding everybody feeling well. And if not, this is the whole intention of the show, that when you wake up, even if you're not in the right mood, we're going to turn things around for you. So welcome to DBS This Morning. By now, I think I'm Chayla Mendes, your morning host, and I am so ready to go. So you better be ready, because guess what? Ready or not, we're here, and it's time to wake you up in the know with our morning news highlights.
Good morning. Time now for a summary of your top stories. The SLP administration has started the ball rolling with consultations on whether or not the island should ditch the British Council as the Privy Council in favor of the Caribbean Court of Justice as the island's final court of appeal.
The president of the court was here to discuss with the Bar Association, to discuss with civil society, to discuss with all the parliamentarians, both government and opposition, to discuss the CCG, all the any misgivings they may have, any information they may need, they will have to discuss it. And I want to tell you, there's been $100 million trust that has been put in place to finance the CCG. So it will be no charge on our people now. So it will not come at a charge, because that money has been put in trust a few years ago.
With the government having secured a two-thirds majority in the parliament, changes to the constitution, the Prime Minister says, can be made without the need for a referendum. In other news, the students across the island, with a few exceptions, returned to a virtual classroom on Monday as the Ministry of Education reverted to the distributed learning approach in the face of a spike in COVID-19 infections. Several teachers and students have also tested positive for the virus. Chief Education Officer Dr. Fiona Philip-Myers says students and teacher safety remain paramount.
As we move into this week's instruction, we continue to appreciate the contributions of all who work within the educational institutions. Our goal remains, and has always been, for a consistent and sustained educational journey for all of our students within a safe environment for all. We continue to encourage everyone to engage in responsible and reflective behavior in the interest of all. So we look forward to, hopefully, an improvement for all of our students as they move forward in their educational journeys.
Students are expected to continue with the distributed learning approach from January 24th to the 28th, and according to the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Dr. Pauline Antoine Prosper, officials will be assessing the situation during the week and provide updates on the way forward for the education sector. The Ministry of Health, meanwhile, is reporting a leveling off of the COVID-19 epidemiological curve. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar-George reveals that the ministry has recorded an average of 172 cases per day since the commencement of the fifth wave of the COVID-19.
We have noted a total of 318 COVID-19 deaths. We have 53 positive cases admitted at the respiratory hospital. 1 case is critically ill and 5 are severely ill. Since the commencement of the fifth wave on December 16, 2021, 6,551 cases have been diagnosed with an average of 172 cases per day. Women account for 59% of the COVID-19 cases. 22 COVID-19 deaths have been recorded, of which 59% of those are male. Tourists account for 2% of the cases diagnosed for the past 7 days. The prevalence increases are noted both in the northern and southern regions of the island.
Dr. Belmar-George says the high number of COVID-19 cases on a daily basis at this point has the capacity to increase hospitalizations, deaths, and productivity in the workplace. Therefore, the Ministry of Health is appealing to all organizations, public and private sector, to strengthen all public health protocols. The people of St. Lucia will benefit from the generous donation of a 40-bed field hospital and 3 vehicles to assist in the times of natural disasters. The donation was made by the U.S. government.
This donation to St. Lucia is timely, not only because of the ongoing challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on local hospital resources, but as a practical response to increasing climate change-related threats. This gift, the field hospital behind me, will be critical in the face of disasters and other national health-related challenges.
The U.S. government also donated 2 similar hospitals to neighboring St. Vincent and the Grenadines last year. And with that, we come to the end of our news this morning. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
So you see how quickly we got through this? So now you're in the know, and we're going to change things around a little bit. We have some fun segments coming up. Still a lot to share and learn around our Nobel Laureate Festival, because remember, we also try to make sure we keep you in the know. So please don't go anywhere. We have a wonderful show for you, and we'll be right back. Welcome, wake up, hope you're feeling good, hope that you're ready, because this time around we're bringing you program 4 from the Nobel Laureate series. And again, we are coming to the end of the festival, so I really hope you've been learning along this journey just like I've been. Now with program 4, it's featuring somebody that we know very well, Mr. Earl Bousquet, and he's going to be talking about reparations. So this is going to be an interesting discussion, still very bite-sized. So I think it's a very nice intro for anybody who wants to get familiar with that realm. Okay, so let's check this out. And again, make sure you take it all in. It's all about learning.
Hello and welcome to the program. We invite you to attend this year's Nobel Laureate Festival honouring Sir William Arthur Lewis and Sir Derek Alton Walcott. My guest today is Earl Bousquet, Chair of the St. Lucia National Reparations Committee and member of the CARICOM Reparations Commission. We asked him to tell us about CARICOM's recognition of Sir Arthur Lewis as the intellectual author of CARICOM's blueprint for reparatory justice.
Well, on the 1st of August 2020, the CARICOM Reparations Commission, under the chairperson of the Prime Ministerial Subcommittee for Reparations, Prime Minister Mia Mottley of Barbados, alongside Sir Hilary Beckles, the chair of the CARICOM Reparations Commission, announced to the world on the occasion of the 2020 observance of Emancipation Day that CARICOM has taken a decision in its wisdom to adopt the blueprint that was offered by Sir Arthur Lewis in his book Labour in the West Indies, which was published in 1939, which has turned out to be, 81 years later, discovered as the blueprint for reparations for the Caribbean from Britain. And in that book, which is available on the internet, on Amazon, it's called Labour in the West Indies, published in 1939 by Sir Arthur Lewis. It came out of a trip that he made throughout the Caribbean in 1938, when all of the colonies, the British colonies in the West Indies, all of the workers and trade unions called general strikes, which Sir Arthur, not yet knighted at the time, he was W. Arthur Lewis, and in his documentation, he took 1 year's leave from his work as a lecturer at the London School of Economics to go through the Caribbean. And on that basis, he was able to give in letters, figures, and words that blueprint that is going to be forwarded by CARICOM to the European Union and Britain for reparations for slavery and native genocide. As you know, CARICOM is seeking $500 billion by way of reparations, and in order that that money be protected, the proposal is that it be put into an international fund regulated by a non-government international agency to protect it. Those sort of mechanisms will be put in place, but all of it to say that it is in recognition of Sir W. Arthur Lewis and his contribution not only as a St. Lucian to the Caribbean, but as a St. Lucian to the Caribbean, the world, and to 5 different continents.
Find out more about the festival by visiting the Facebook page at Nobel Laureate Festival St. Lucia or call 758-717-7979. Don't forget to share with your family and friends at home and abroad. The festival runs until the 31st of January 2022. See you at the festival. Goodbye.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of TBS's Lookbook, and I'm your girl Vanessa Henry Long, your certified image consultant and personal stylist. And today we're here. You notice I take another tone. We're here at Hobbies Rodney Bay because we're dressing our men for success this season 2022. So I'm here in the section of pants. Interestingly, we have a variety of colors and fit for the men this season. I know most times when we think of professional way of dressing for men, we like to stick to the color of black and navy. But here you're wrong. It's all about ensuring that you have the perfect match, the perfect fit, and of course the perfect comfort for your wear. So we're not sticking to navy black and black this season. We are upping it up and showcasing various colors like your khakis, your chocolates, and your greens in this season. So take a look closely at this men, and also ladies, because guess what? We the ladies, we dress our men. So we need to ensure that for dressing professionally, we are not sticking to black or navy this season. We're upping it up a notch and ensuring that our men do a little, have a little vibe in their dressing and be playful in the way you dress. So even this charcoal color, this grayish color can go very nicely with some of the shirts that I'll be showing you. So come along with me, let me show you how to pair them. So right here in this section is the section that you need to come, guys. We have some long sleeves for you, and there's also some short sleeves. But for now, let's stick to the long sleeve section. Again, I have this pants, for instance. Let me show you how you can rock it with a lovely pinstripe shirt. And this is very striking on the eye. It creates an air of elegance. It also makes you feel very flattering and very, edgy, like you know what you're about. You can decide if you want to rock this with tie or not. And when you look closely, come look closely at the collar, you would realize that there's a double collar. So interestingly, even the sleeves, it has a very good feel and good pattern on here. It's also available in a variety of colors. As you can see, there's the blue pinstripe, there's the red, and there's also the solids as well. So when it comes to dressing, a lot of the times you may not necessarily want to stick with your solid prints, but you can also bring it up a notch and infuse your style with a bit of prints and patterns. Come, there are some more patterns over here and some more colors. Again, this color pants, and I chose this color pants just to show you that any shirt can go well with it. It is not black, it is not navy, it's grayish or what we call charcoal, but it goes very well with any color. As you can see, again, we're putting you in style this season. And here are some solids. Even with the solids, it works really well. Now, interestingly, there are some guys who would say, you know what, I don't like long sleeves. I feel very hot. It makes me feel a bit stuffy. Of course, you can decide, even when dressing professionally, you can wear short sleeve shirts and still look good, still look professional, still have that air of business type. And you can wear colors that are very solid, like a teal with this. And interestingly, I like prints and pattern. Rock some prints with it. Now maybe the prints, if you feel it's a bit much, what you can do, you can pair it up with a blazer to tone it down a bit. I'm hoping that you are taking tips and you are taking some notes, guys, and even the ladies. I hope you enjoyed this segment. And again, guys, it's all about comfort. It's all about dressing in style. Nowhere else you will get some affordable fashion at Hobbii. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Lookbook by DBS. See you next time.
Good morning, St. Lucia. This is your friendly neighborhood Builster man here today. And this episode, it's all about y'all and what you guys put into your bodily system to help get. Look like this guy there. What's this guy? Veins on his hand. They look like spider web. Are you Spider-Man, sir? All right. Again, fitness is about nutrition and how you take care of your body, how you rest, stress level. So let's become a carpenter and let's hit the nails on the head. 1, no. If you just come to the gym and work out, you're not going to really accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. 1, let's get that straight. 2, if you come to the gym, you cannot just work on your stomach alone for it to get core. That's not going to happen. There's no core exercises you just got to do with a big stomach to help you get core. Basically, if you target it, you'll just be putting muscle on top of fat. And you're going to look like a ninja turtle. It's not going to work out. You have to break down for it to build up. 3, if you're stressed out, you cannot function properly. If you're not eating properly, you cannot function properly. If you're not sleeping properly, you cannot function properly. So all these and those, what is the main factor there? We need a balance. Everything in our life has to be balanced. Our stress level, work, life, the way we eat, the way we sleep, the way we train. It has to be a balance. You understand? Whatever you eat, that's what the body works with. When you go to sleep, that's when the body works the hardest. That's when it repairs, that's when it rebuilds. So you come to the gym and you lift up 50 pounds. You work it out. No, you're not going to get muscles. What you're actually doing, you're destroying the muscles, you're destroying the body tissue. When you eat and when you rest, that's when it is being repaired stronger so you can lift heavier. That's exactly what transpires. So, what do you want? What do you want to put in your system? Do you want fatty foods? Do you want lean foods? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be greasy? It's all about you and your lifestyle. Nobody cannot make it up for you. It's a choice you have to make by yourself. Hey, you know what? I'm going to live, breathe, eat healthy. It's not just to say, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym today. No. Look at your life. Look at your way of living. And what stresses you out? What you're going to allow to stress you out. Remember, it is said in the Bible, he who angers you controls you. So if you go to work and your boss is frustrating you every day and then you're always angry, it's not going to work. You have to find your peace. You have to find what works for you. Again, if you keep on eating KFC or lollipop or chocolates or whatever, it's not going to work out the way you want to work out. You put in a lot of something in your body and not enough of something else in your body. It has to be balanced. Proteins, carbohydrates, fats, staples. It's a combination. Small portions. Do not eat for your stomach to be filled. You'll become a glutton. There are people that eat in and for the time you're eating and you start yawning like that, that means you're filled. You're filled. That's the point where you need to stop. But they still keep on going. And then you become very uncomfortable. Eat in small portions that you can eat every 2 to 3 hours. You understand? You're hungry, but you're not hungry. You're hungry, but it can sustain you and you can go into 2-3 hours. And that's how you find a routine. You understand? Your sleep. You cannot go on living for about 2-3 hours sleep all the time. I don't know why this guy Wills does that. I don't know how Wills does that. He barely sleep. However, it is not good. It is not healthy to go on 2-3-4 hours sleep. And I know I'm saying that, but some people, they barely sleep because of their work. But we have to try to rest, because at some point in time, our bodies will break down. It will say, enough is enough. You understand? And if your body says enough is enough, you wake up in the morning and your mind tells you do this and your body said no, then we have a problem. And if the mind and the body have a problem, the soul have a problem. If the mind, the body, and the soul have a problem, our entire living and existence have a problem. So we have to work on it. We have to work. So when you have your stress level organized, when you have your eating habit regulations organized, when you have your sleeping organized, then the last result is like, I have these and those under control. Let me go get the finished product at the gym or whichever gym Devin St. Lucia you choose to go to. You go get it done and you put in the work. You come to the gym, you put in that work and you feel refreshed. You understand? And then you go home, you rest, and you don't go through the day, you go through the day again. You make it a lifestyle, and then you can help somebody else. Because that change, don't think people don't notice you. You always been noticed. You understand? Whether it's good or bad, somebody always noticing something about you. And when they ask, you can tell them what you go through, and that's how you build up and you encourage people. Remember, wisdom is not to be kept for yourself. It is to be passed on. That's why they tell you the cemetery is the richest places in everywhere, all parts of the earth. Because that's where all the great minds, majority of the great minds are there laying down with ideas that never came forth. Some were greedy. They never brought it out. They never tell anybody about it. But some, they gave it out. But let's just stay focused and try to live a positive life. Remember, never give up. Don't wish for it. Work for it. With that said and done, stay focused and good morning.
This is where I have to bid you farewell for today. Hope that you enjoyed today's show, and again, all the little segments. Remember, we still have stuff to celebrate around the festival. It's not quite done yet, but it's coming to the end very soon. And again, I hope you enjoyed our Dress for Success segment, because, we really want people to realize that, clothes is not just something superficial. You can use it to help you be more productive. And again, shout out to our amazing team that we have helping us put this together as well. So, all it's about is good vibrations and making sure that we step out that door feeling our most confident, powerful selves, so that we can take charge of our day. So hopefully we served you up exactly that, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Remember, 6 a.m. is the time to set your alarm clocks for, because that's when we'll be back and bringing you even more. So until then, see you next time.